Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Mike111987 here today, and if you see the back of my TV, we're doing a review of Crysis 3, me, myself, and I. Now, Danny's, actually, not in this video, sorry for that, guys, but I'm reviewing Crysis 3 for PS3, Xbox 360, and PC. Oh, hang on a second, just, let me just say right now that I never played Crysis 1. I didn't say it in my Crysis 2 review, check that out as well, I give it 9.5. But I just finished playing the first one because if you pre-order this game, the Hunter Edition, which I pre-ordered, you get the digital copy of the first game, which is really cool here because you can buy it for $20, I think, online. So basically, is this because I saw some reviews online, and there's some low scores and there's some little high scores. I mean, Game Informer and IGN gave this an 8.5 out of 10. I think GameStop gave it like 8 out of 10, something like that. Some other shows are giving it same scores, sometimes even lower, 7s, and sometimes 6. I saw someone did that. And in my opinion, I don't think that this game is like a simple game, just simple ideas. They took some chances, and they just took some big ideas and big steps here. In my opinion, it paid off perfectly. Good job, Crytek, because this game, in my opinion, is basically the best of both worlds, adding not only open world elements, but also the linear feeling of Crysis 2. Now, linear can be put in two ways, good and bad, and this here, right, in my position, it's a good. Now, this is the opening introduction, if you leave the game alone. Basically, everyone's talking about the story. People are saying the story is bad, some people are saying. Some people are saying it's good. But here's my take. The game takes place 23 to 24 years later after the events of Crysis 2. Now he's giving me some spoilers to this, to the second game. Basically, the character Prophet, if you've played the first one, he kills himself in part 2, right? And then you become the soldier Alcatraz. At the end of part 2, you basically become Prophet in Alcatraz's body. Now this might be a little confusing, as it is kind of odd how you're one soldier, but you have another soldier's mind and soul inside of you. But the critic makes it work for some reason, and it's amazing. The story here is told really well, as you are not by yourself. I mean, with Nathan Gold, the last character in the second game, who talks once in a while. Here, we got a character that was actually in the first game, Michael Sykes, who's also known as Psycho. He basically was one of the men that was on the mission of the first game. Basically, Cell took him, and they actually skinned him of his suit. So they tortured him just to take the suit off him, the nano suit. Basically, Cell wants the suit, just like everyone else. And if you remember from part 2, at the ending, spoilers, Alcatraz for Prophet enters the Ceph race as he thinks, but he sees a vision of the Alpha Ceph still alive. Basically, Prophet has been seeing this vision so many times that he can't basically stop seeing it. He fears the future is going to be the end of it all. As it is, as New York is in a big pile of crap. I mean, there's vegetation, New York is falling apart, and Cell is just taking over. And it's basically this idea of a gigantic city, and New York is in this dome. It's basically no one could get in or get out for some reason. Back to Psycho, his character is played well. I mean, yes, he's angry. You have to feel for him at the beginning because you kind of feel sad that he was tortured and all his friends were killed, and he was the only survivor of this idea of taking him out of the suit, unbonding him. Now, in my opinion, Psycho is a good character. He isn't the best character of all times. I mean, there's some moments when he's this character that you have to decide if you like him or not. I mean, there's moments when you actually enjoy him because he has some cool dialogue. And there's other moments when you're kind of mad at him sometimes. Not that he does stupid things or anything. Just you have this type of connection, this type of bond that partners have. Like Years of War. Like Dom and Marcus. But here, it actually works really well here. Now the story actually took me a little bit shorter than part 2 or part 1 did. Part 1 took me at least, almost 20 hours to be honest, because of the cheap deaths once in a while. Crysis 2 took me 12 hours to actually beat. This one took me at least 8 to 9 hours on normal difficulty. High difficulty, the AI will actually just try to kill you. Simple. But back to the actual story here. It had some great twists and turns, and possibly this. This is probably one of the better first-person shooter stories ever in a game. The reason why is because of the dialogue and how the story has been told. There's plot twists that some people might not seen at all going on, like I did. When I was reaching the end of the game and towards the middle, there's some moments in this game that actually trick you. And that's actually cool how a developer like Crysis actually paid attention to this story. Unlike other games like Activision, not Treyarch, but Infinity Ward, where they don't even crap about their story. DICE, they could, same thing as well. Well, not Medal of Honor Warfighter, you know, this game, this one, which I reviewed. But back to Crysis 3, The Hunter. This game is a revolution in graphics. The graphics here are close to next gen, but we know next gen is gonna be amazing since we also have footage of that PlayStation 4 conference. You know, the one that came out a couple of weeks ago. And basically, it looks just as good on the PS3 as it does on Xbox. Now, the last one I had problems with was with the frame rate issues. I did find frame rate issues on Xbox 360, and then I bought it on PS3 to see if there's any differences. Same frame rate issues, but on here, the frame rate is more smoother. I found it a lot more better. The camera was not slowing down at all, and it was still good. The frame rate is not a problem here for some reason, because they actually fixed it. Now, never really go to gameplay. As I said enough on the story, the plot's amazing, the characters are good, as are good enough characters, and the dialogue is really amazing. And the ending, in my opinion, is actually really good. And it's just really good ending, in my opinion. Now we're gonna go to gameplay. The gameplay in this is still revolutionary. It's still an open sandbox type feeling. You could go in either two ways. One, kill them all, bullets blazing, Call of Duty, or you go Splinter Cell, like Deus Ex if you want to go stealthy. It gives you options, and that's what I like about this game. Just like with Part 1 and Part 2, mostly Part 2 and less Part 1, you could actually decide how you want to kill. You could adapt to the environment, or you could just go full and kill everyone in your path with bullets. And one of the newest things, which you might see on this cover, is the Predator Bow. This Predator Bow is, to be honest, a tribute to Rambo, to be honest. If you do not see that, there's something wrong. Now, this tribute to Rambo is not a bad idea. I mean, the bow and arrow is actually cool. There's modifications to it, and you can also, there's a little ideas. Basically, there's 4 types of arrows you can actually hold. There's 1, the normal arrow, which goes up to 9 arrows you can actually shoot. 3, electrical charge, which has electricity. So you can play tactical. So if, let's say, there's 2 guys in like a little pond, you can actually shoot an arrow in the pond and actually electrocute them and they both die. Simple. Then there is the explosive one, of course. There's always going to be explosive bow and arrow. And then there's the proximity mine one, which is basically you shoot it, and basically if a guy steps over it, it blows him up, decapitates him. And then there's also this idea of also, like if you, there's also 3 shooting weights. This is type of odd. There's low, there's light, there's normal, and there's heavy. Light is basically, you don't really kill the targets unless you get a headshot. They basically hurt them a little bit, shoot, shoot. But the thing is, they go faster, they reload faster, like zoom like that, and then they just fly faster, they go shoot forward. Which is really cool to a game like this. And it's really, just good overall. Then there's medium, which I always use. It always kills whenever I shoot them. It's amazing. It's a normal reload grip. It shoots good, and it's good. And then there's heavy, which I use a lot as well as the heavy, as normal. Light I use once in a while. As I said, the heavy, you can actually impale people to walls or to the grounds. So let's say like you're above someone, there's a guy on the ground, like he's just walking around. You can actually shoot it and he gets stuck into the ground. And you actually have to hold square to pull it out of him, which is really cool. There's basically this type of strategic feeling which I really love. And the nano sensor, like your vision is really cool. They updated that as well. And sprinting doesn't take away your power, I think. No, it doesn't. It's really cool how the developers really took their time to actually make this game, the potential to be probably one of the most better sandbox games in a long time. And in my opinion, just amazing. Now, in the last one they were Seth, these aliens. These aliens would come by and just destroy, just cause chaos. Now, guess what? In the last game, they were supposed to be called killed, but for some reason they're still alive. They've been alive and they've been new types of these robots. Basically, Cell has been taking them and experimenting because they're just evil bastards. and they made these flamethrower ones, Scorchers. There's the Hunters now. They go fast. They get a slash or two and kill you in a few slashes. There's simple ones. There's old ones like those gigantic running ones. There's the gigantic tank ones that do like EMPs and take away all your energy. It's still fun to play. It's the gameplay and graphics are amazing. The sound design is top notch, and the music, well, the music isn't that bad. I mean, Hans Zimmer did Part 2's soundtrack, most of it. The theme song, for example, which is amazing. But Crysis 3's theme sounds a little bit different. It's not as strong as the theme of Part 2, but it's still good. It really grips me in. It actually gets my gets me goosebumps once in a while, like the second one did. And it's really amazing how Crytek really does pay respect to this franchise. Also, it's in 3D, so 3D TV owners, just like the first two games for PS3, Xbox, plays in 3D. I don't have a 3D TV. I don't think I will get one yet. I mean, to be honest, I never got a 3D TV. I'll just say right now. But get that over it. The gameplay is still evolutionary, so is the graphics. The story, in my opinion, is still good. Even though the length is a little bit shorter, I don't care. Even though, let me say, one more thing about the gameplay is I can actually take alien weapons. These weapons be on the floor. There's a sniper one. There's these motor guns. They boom, boom, boom. There's shoot like 6 grenades onto the floor and blow everything up around them. There's a flamethrower one, which is really cool. And there's this Gatling gun version. It's really cool how they added new weapons. They took a few out and they customized them. The customization is still amazing. There's intel here. You can actually pick up your barnails. They actually shot the normal ones, not the explosive, electricity, or proximity mine ones. And actually just still regroup, so it can be scarce once in a while when you're on higher difficulties. But you're still going to be having a lot of fun. One thing I should say is the upgrades is a little different. Because remember in Part 2, he actually just put his hand, it was like system, like click here, here, like this. He's a hand upgrade. Now they changed it entirely. Instead of using his hand, it actually shows you 4 slots, like a lottery machine. You actually have to, there's these boxes, and there's these upgrade powers. You get 1, and makes it save up over time. You actually buy powers. And you can actually just pick 3 different, categories, like 3 sections, like 3 own perk setups. So like higher jumps, no footsteps, air stomps, things like those that reward you for actually looking for them and scavenging them, you know? There's some new weapons like a Typhoon. There's some weapons here that are the same, but there's some new ones here and there. You won't notice all of them except the Predator Bow and a few others. But that's it, really. Now that we've seen the cinematic trailer happen over and over, I'm just gonna talk right now about multiplayer. I love Crysis 2 multiplayer, I'm gonna say right now. And the betas for me have always been type of okay, in my opinion. Now, the multiplayer here has been improved overall. It actually is better than Crysis 2 multiplayer, and I really enjoyed that game for a long time. The multiplayer here is a lot better than before. Basically because of how amazing it is, and it's just a lot of fun. There's more weapons here. They have this cool weapons, there's perks, there's updates. And what you couldn't do in Part 2 was, you couldn't actually change the upgrades. You couldn't actually customize weapon in the Battlefield Online. Now, they did that, which is really cool. So, in case, like, you have suppressor on your shotgun, you don't want that? Boom. You click select button on the PSD controller, shows his gun. You can actually press, like, square, or triangle, or circle, or X to actually change it. Press select again, boom, your gun looks entirely different. Amazing. They actually took the multiplayer, looked at the second one, and said, what can we do to improve on it? And the Predator Bow for me in multiplayer, I didn't have that much fun with the Predator Bow in multiplayer when you're playing normal team deathmatch or capture the relays or some stuff like that, crash site. The reason for me is because the Predator Bow sucks for me. I only got like 2 kills, and I've been playing this game for 3 weeks. 2 kills. I don't get that. Why is it that I suck at Predator Balls? I mean, multiplayer, I think, hates me in all games. Call of Duty hates me. Other games. But let's get back to the point of the new game mode, in my opinion. Hunter mode. This is basically a tribute to Predators. Basically, there's 14 soldiers, who are going to evac. And 2 people are picked as hunters. Hunters are predators in this type of perspective. Basically, your job is to kill all stealth operatives. And what's cool here is that they're always stealthy unless the guys have tight grenades that give away their position. Huh. There's extras like unlockables, videos of the games. So let's get back to multiplayer. As I said before, multiplayer Hunter is amazing in my opinion. It's a little challenging because you're always underpowered as a cell operative, but you're gonna get used to it sooner or later. What else can I say that's actually good? Oh, I just don't know what else is really amazing about this game other than Hunter. Oh, let me say that when you die, if you're a cell operative, if you die, you become a hunter. And when you're by yourself against all 15 hunters, you're gonna be like hiding in corners, running for your life every single second. It's really keeps your heart pulsing. And there's some cool ideas. Like for example, at the museum level, and I was a cell operative, and there was 2 hunters behind me. I actually activated a chopper, which actually spins the blades and actually killed 2 of them. I got 2 kills. There's actual environments here that actually affect some sequences. So it's really cool how they actually took their time to do that. So yeah. Now I'm gonna show you some customization. So this is my classes, and this is some new weapons. I'm gonna show you the new weapons, possibly. Hang on, let me see if I can get a little closer. No, sorry. This is one of the new weapons. It's called the Takedown. It's an advanced battle rifle. It's a semi-automatic. The Typhoon is a projectile gun. You can see that. That's same old. Same old. That's new. F71M, that was in DLC. And that's the OGR gun. And there's L-Tag, Mike, Scar, and Mod 2, K-Vol, Sabal, Grenadal, Alpha Jackal, and so much more. It's basically so much fun to actually play these game modes and basically have these many weapons. There's abilities of weapon upgrades. You can actually customize them. So like if you want to customize them here, I'm basically not good with the takedown, but I'm getting better. Basically, this game depends on if you want to have an amazing experience. Single player, in my opinion, will keep you having fun for a few hours, while multiplayer for me will keep me up for months, in my opinion. So let's go over everything we have. Some great campaign, even though it's a smaller length. A multiplayer that is really amazing, even though there's a once in a while lag issues and migrations that kind of annoyed me. The gameplay is still revolutionary. The graphic and sound design and visuals, voice acting and facial animation is top notch. It's basically so good that I can't figure out that many problems except the campaign length. And I found this little issue. It's kind of spoilersome, I think. But it kind of is hard to understand the idea of Prophet being in another body. Understandable, but overall, an amazing game. But what do I give this game out of 10? This Crysis 3 game. I remember last year, 2 years ago, I gave this game a 9.5. Crysis 2? 9.5, right? I'm going to give this game a 9.5 out of 10 as well. It's probably one of my favorite games so far, other than Dead Space 3, which I gave a 9.8. It's just that good. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm overrating this game, or do you think the reviewers out there are underrating it? Like, I'm not going to give any channels away, like, quote, underrating it in my opinion. But you guys should check this game out. Just, if you are new to this franchise, and you don't like Part 2 that much, and you want to try Part 3, just rent it, and then see if you really want to keep the game for yourself. Hunter, and also, I showed you a picture of Army 2, the Devil's Cartel. Also, if you get Hunter's Edition, here's the few things that you'll get. In the beta review, you also heard of it, but I'm going to tell you here. You'll get the Day 1 access to the Predator Bow, the Recon Arrow, which is new, not single player, multiplayer only, and the Hunter Nanosuit module, which is a update, power. Then you get 3 dog tags, a camo skin for your Predator Bow, and 5 levels of experience points, so you level 5 automatically. That's really all that they added here. And, like I said before, if you pre-order the game at GameStop and you got it, you get a Stalker pack, the exclusive Stalker pack for PS3, and for PS3 because I got it for PS3, and I got a digital copy of the original Crysis, which is amazing. So guys, tell me what you think, comment below, subscribe, And I'm not going to be reviewing Aliens Colonial Marines because basically I'm not going to waste my money on a game that I might not ever play after one try, and that's it. Let me say right now. Sly Cooper, Things in Time. It's going to be a little late. Sorry for that, but it's going to be a little late. Sorry. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, a little bit late as well. Sorry about that. Tomb Raider will be reviewed. Assassin's Creed 3, The Infamy of King Washington. Reviewed that as well, the first episode. And I just got this game. It's Abomination. I think you guys know it came out on November. This one, right here. I didn't get the game. My brother got it. He let me borrow it. And you get a free game download of a PSP game. It's cool. But what I think about this game, I'll let you guys know when I review this as well. A super late storm of crap in this game. So please, guys, like the video, comment below, and subscribe, please. Thank you so much. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want me to review. Do you guys want me to review, Need to Be Most Wanted, Little Planet Kart Racing, things like those games. Vita games if you want me to. More Vita games, like Mortal Kombat, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, possibly Assassin's Creed Liberation. Sorry I didn't review that, though. But, just let me know what you guys want me to review, and I'll probably review a few as soon as I can. So like the video, comment below, and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.